game 2 with the white pieces for Praggnanandhaa. It's about to start. Will Pragg do? We have the first move.
Okay, and it's a queen's board opening from Pragg. Pragg, he plays a variety of openings thanks to Ramesh, thanks to some of the other players he works with. He's learnt a whole bunch of openings during the lockdown over the last couple of years. And it's a queen's gambit. Queen's gambit declined. Which variation we're going to see? Is it going to be the semi-Tarash? This last move from Magnus, very solid. And only capture with the board now in the center of the board. This is so trendy, so fashionable right now. Every top grandmaster playing this line. That means Magnus wants to lock this game down to a draw.
And this is the way to try and draw, isn't it? Now with black against, well, it's one of the topical lines, as you say. Everyone's been playing it, definitely. So
one e4, they have the Berlin defense, and this is basically the equivalent. So this is where we haven't gone for the most forcing line, where actually queen's often get traded. Pragg trying to keep more tension in the position, which is good. I like what Pragg's doing, but yeah, it's still been worked out very neatly. This opening is going to come down to who understands the position a bit more. It's actually also a transposition to the Sicilian defense with colours reversed, and my favourite variation, the C3 Sicilian. It's basically a direct transposition, just white having an extra move compared to that.
Maybe Magnus showing a bit of respect there, because he's been playing the modern Benoni yesterday. He played it in all his games, which is a much riskier opening to play. This is like one of the most solid choices he could go for with black pieces, and it's like, right, okay, you know, that is, I think, a sign of respect.
And actually retreating the queen is not necessarily
smiling. So, well, it was at least a moment ago. I don't know whether it's the music choice, whether it's the position, whether he really likes it, but either way, I agree with you, Simon. It's definitely a mark of respect. Not fear, but respect that Magnus has chosen such a solid line. No more kind of wild, chaotic openings, provoking his opponent. And okay, he plays maybe the most safe choice in this position, just developing black's bishop, giving Pragg and that could. black has extra material and a matter of technique, as we call it. And the black knight retreating, got another threat, attacking white's bishop, and now the black rook is going to go and grab some pawns. White bishop not able to fight against black's rook.
Yeah, and somehow, it was a very unfortunate mistake from Praggnanandhaa. When he blundered, everything fell and all his pieces were on the wrong squares. Oh, so unfortunate.
Sometimes you blunder and you get a bit lucky, you can still fight, it's still really complicated, but at the very end there, as you mentioned, this queen trade, making it really simple for Magnus. Praggnanandhaa, he realised immediately, we saw on his camera, as soon as Magnus replied, he just leant back in his chair. That's how it works.
It's often a way, isn't it? I mean, often when you blunder is when you let go of the mouse or you let go of the piece, you suddenly realise immediately what you've done, and it's very strange how quickly you can realise it's a serious blunder when you do it. I think, I don't know why that is always.
And it's so strange, when you're like, well, brain, if you could work 1 second later, why could you not work?
Yeah, exactly. Why now? It's like you're letting me down and again. But this is pretty. The rook is so strong here. It's a rook in an ending, incredibly good piece. They can start picking off the white pawns. So there's not much that can be done here.
Yeah, Magnus there, he clicked on one pawn, he changed his mind, he clicked on another pawn, he changed his mind, but he does have many very strong moves here for black. That is the reason. And we should mention, we have seen Pragg turn things around. Already in his 3 match wins in previous days, he was losing games in all of those 3 days, but he managed to win them in the end. The problem is this is not that type of position where you can confuse your opponent, really. Yeah, he's dependent on a mouse slip or blunder, really, for Magnus Carlsen.
And less than a minute on the clock now for Praggnanandhaa. If he loses this game, then Magnus will only need a draw in game 3 with the white pieces to take the win in the match. It's getting quite dramatic now for Pragg.
And I think we're going to see a result any moment. This last move is really nice. Look at the white bishop, it lacks escape squares. Black has a huge threat of just retreating the black rook up to the top of the board, and white's bishop is caught in behind enemy lines.
If your phone goes off, do you still lose in the esports arena? Because obviously if you're playing chess over the board and your phone goes off,
then you immediately lose.
Okay, the game's over. Yeah.
It's over. Magnus Carlsen winning game 2 as well. He is up by 2 points in the